Damn, how do I even start videos? I forgot. What's up, y'all? It's Christian Covington out here. Yiggity, yiggity, yiggity. It's been a minute. What's good? So I recently went to go see the movie The Hate You Give, and that has me wanting to do a video. I just walked out of the movie feeling so emotional, and like in the movie feeling emotional. For those of you who have no idea what the movie's about, it's about this young black girl who grows up in a low-income community, and her parents decide to send her to a more privileged school. So she's going to school in this privileged area, neighborhood, and she still lives in her low-income community. So she's kind of struggling with fitting in here and coming back home, trying to fit in there. So anyway, she went out one night and this shooting broke out. She's on her way home with her friend. They ended up getting pulled over by the police. The situation ends up escalating very quickly, and before you know it, the boy who was driving was shot and killed by the cop. She struggles with whether she should speak up about it or not. She ends up deciding that yes, she should use her voice. That is what she can give, so she should give that. That movie had me like really fucked up at the end. I don't want to talk too much about the movie. I more so just wanted to share like my thoughts after the movie. It really made me think of three main stories. One about my brother, my younger brother, one about my older brother, and then one about me. I started thinking about one of my brothers because the person in the movie who got shot, he had a hairbrush in his hand that the cop thought was a gun. I thought about the situation that happened with my little brother where he had one of these combs that like you click a button and then the comb comes out. It was like super cool. He was really excited about this comb. And then my mom told him like, you can't walk around with that comb. Like, sorry, you gotta leave that here. He's like, what? Like, it's a comb, it's cool. And he's right, like it's just a comb and it's cool. But it's not just a comb when you're black. And that just like really hit me like, wow. I'm just thinking about like the lessons that we've learned and that we've had to learn. The problem is not what is in our hands. The problem is our skin color. And that's something we can't change, you know? Like, it doesn't matter if it's a comb. It doesn't matter if it's a brush. It doesn't matter what it is. Another situation that I thought about after the movie was like, how I have a brother who did get shot. And no, he didn't get shot by a cop, but he was shot. And it made me think about how quick people are to use guns, to just resort to shooting someone. Gun violence is such a big problem. Somebody can take away someone's life like that. I'm so lucky that my brother's still alive, like I really am. The last thing I'll share about my thoughts after the movie was something that happened really recent. I work at a school right now, and this is before the school year starts. I'm in my classroom like setting up on a Sunday, and there's someone going around to make sure everything's working in the classrooms. I don't know, like the air condition, the tech stuff, who knows. Comes to my classroom, the door's locked, but like he has a key, opens the door and sees me and gets scared. Like I know that right away, but I really knew it when he started running away from me. Like, I'm talking about looks in, sees me, gets puzzled, and starts dipping. Like, and I have this little ramp, so he ran straight down the ramp and booked it. He got so scared that I got scared. I was like, what the fuck did he see? I got so scared that I also started running away from what? I had no idea at the time. Because I was like, what? I think I was just so confused, you know? Like, did you see a big ass bug? Like, what the fuck was that? By the time I ran to the door, opened the door, I saw him, he was looking back at me. And I was like, this dude really just ran from me. He was probably like, he was a good distance away from the room by then, but he was looking back. I was like, I didn't even say anything. I'm just looking at him. He's looking at me, he stops. And he was like, oh. I was like, oh. Like, what? What just happened? Then he had to come back because he had to look at whatever he was about to look at, but it was just so awkward. He was probably embarrassed. I was just really uncomfortable with the fact that that just happened. This movie just made me think about that because like my blackness is what's scary. People are dying. People are dying left and right, and all have been dying. Like, it's not new, but because they're black, that's the weapon, and that's what's crazy. If you haven't seen the movie, I highly suggest that you see the movie. This movie also made me think a lot about voice, and that's probably why it inspired me to make a video. Hit me up if you want to have a conversation like more about this movie, about anything I said, or if things came up for you, feel free to share them. Alright y'all, peace up, A-Town down. Yiggity.